imagine finding a simple puzzle piece on the floor, right? You turn it over, and you realize it's actually a blueprint for an entire city's power grid.
Which is a pretty massive leap.
Right. And that is exactly what happened with today's deep dive. We started out looking at this source file for a basic 5-input TV switcher.
The Atlona 4K one, yeah.
Exactly. But then we accidentally stumbled into this hidden, just massive infrastructure that powers public screens basically everywhere.
Yeah, it scales up incredibly fast. I mean, faster than you'd think, because the source starts with that standard Atlona switcher. But clicking through this HDTV Supply catalog, it's like a trapdoor.
Oh, cool.
You suddenly hit these Wolfpack modular matrix switchers, and these things are capable of routing 160 different screens simultaneously.
Wait, 160?
Yeah, all at the same time using AV over IP networks.
And, well, see, that's where I get hung up on the mechanics of it all. Because if a venue just wants to show a game on a bunch of screens, wouldn't a standard, really long HDMI splitter be the obvious answer? Like, why build these massive 160 by 160 networks?
Right, so think of the standard splitter as basically a PA system.
Yeah.
Everyone in the building hears the exact same announcement. Or, in this case, they see the exact same video feed.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But a matrix switcher operates a lot more like an old-school telephone switchboard. The system can instantly connect any single input to any specific screen.
Oh, wow.
Simultaneously, too. And because it uses AV over IP, it isn't forcing these heavy, raw video signals through thick, expensive HDMI cords.
Right, which are a nightmare to run through walls.
Exactly. So instead, it actually chops the 4K video up into tiny data packets. Then it routes them over standard CT6 computer network cable.
Just like regular internet traffic.
Yeah, exactly like that. And then it reassembles them flawlessly at the destination.
So you aren't just, like, duplicating a signal. You have total control over every single pixel in the building.
Total control.
Because the catalog mentions these processing configurations, up to 10 by 1.
Yep, those are huge.
Where you can stitch 10 different games onto a single screen, or even stretch one feed across a massive video wall, and the signal doesn't even degrade.
Precisely. It gives the venue absolute flexibility to just change the environment from minute to minute.
But, I mean, if you're treating 160 4K video feeds like raw web traffic, that sounds incredibly volatile to me.
Oh, it definitely can be.
Because I'm looking at this routing stat, and all I can think about is some poor bartender dragging and dropping the wrong file.
Right, just one slip of the finger.
Exactly. And accidentally broadcasting, like a local weather report, over every single screen right in the middle of the Super Bowl. If this is just raw IP networking, wouldn't one wrong click bring the whole system down?
Well, that exact risk is why the control systems for this hardware are so over-engineered.
Okay, how so?
You obviously can't expect staff to write networking code during a Friday night dinner rush.
Right, yeah, definitely not.
So the catalog details how the interface is heavily abstracted. They use simple, foolproof tablet systems like the Wolfpad.
Oh, I saw that. They have Windows 11 PC software and free mobile apps, right?
Yeah, Android and iOS apps, dual RS-232, and TCP/IP control. Behind the scenes, the software is constantly managing the bandwidth and the IP routing protocols.
But the user doesn't see any of that.
Exactly. To the bartender, it's as simple as tapping an icon of a cable box and just dragging it to an icon of a TV.
Which makes perfect sense for the user. It's like a digital nervous system.
It's a good way to put it.
The matrix is the brain, and the apps are the motor controls, making sure things don't go haywire. But if a company's developing software with that level of, bulletproof reliability, that is not cheap to build.
Not at all.
A local sports bar probably isn't bankrolling enterprise-grade IP networking research on its own.
So who exactly is funding this technology?
Well, that's where the source material takes a really unexpected turn.
Okay.
Because the catalog explicitly targets two primary groups.
Yes. You have the massive sports bar systems integrated with stuff like Everpass and DirecTV apps. But right next to that, they are heavily pushing government contracts.
Wait, really? The government?
Yeah. They feature GSA schedules, TAA-approved products, NASA CP programs. They have specialized clearance to sell this exact same routing technology to high-security government entities for mission-critical monitoring.
I absolutely love the reality of that. The underlying need, this flawless, instant, high-definition data routing to multiple endpoints, it's just identical.
It really is.
It literally doesn't matter if you're monitoring a rocket launch sequence at NASA or just trying to show the fourth quarter of a football game to 100 people eating wings.
Exactly. The stakes are wildly different, sure, but the math and the routing infrastructure, they're exactly the same.
That is wild. So, the next time you're watching a game at a sports bar, take a look at the screens around you. You'll know you aren't just looking at a bunch of TVs.
No, definitely not.
You're looking at a highly sophisticated, government-grade matrix of IP routing, making that entire broadcast possible.
It completely changes how you see the infrastructure hidden right behind the drywall.
It really does. But, it also leaves me with a lingering question.
What's up?
Well, the source material briefly mentions these upcoming products for 8K video and AI processing systems.
Oh yeah, the 8K stuff.
Right. So if a modern sports bar already needs a 160 screen AV over IP network just to chop up and handle 4K video without lagging, how completely will our physical infrastructure have to be reinvented when massive 8K video walls become the standard for public entertainment?
That is a massive amount of data.
It is. We might just need an even bigger blueprint for that power grid.